How's it going, YouTube? It's Elvin Ninja 7, your resident Mistweaver monk, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the new dungeon coming in Season 3, Eco Dome Aldani. But on top of that, we're going to be playing Conduit of the Celestials, and this build looks disgusting. Okay, so the new tier set is basically going to be giving us haste whenever we get Heart of the Jade Serpent from our hero talent tree. But it's also going to make Heart of the Jade Serpent trigger when we cast Thunder Focus Tea. So we can create these loops using Heart of the Jade Serpent to try to maintain that buff to always have Thunder Focus Tea available. Now, why is this so good? Well, one, we're going to be getting haste non-stop basically in the dungeon, but two, we can use all of those Thunder Focus Teas to funnel more Jade empowerment. So I'm running kind of a weird build. I'm not running Rising Mist, which I don't know how I feel about, but I am trying to just peak our haste just for the memes with Invoker's Delight. So really, I think this build would be better moving Invokers over, but I'm also running a little spicy Emperor's Favor. Now, I do think that our haste is going to be so high, our AoE throughput should be fine, especially with all the crackling Jade Lightnings. So maybe Emperor's Favor, adding Shayloons being instant cast might help a little bit, just to kind of help smooth the rotation up a ton. So let's see just how many crackles we can get off, just how much haste we can get. This is going to be insane. I'm going to see if I can keep up. Let's go and ready check, see if these guys are ready. Now, I also want to point out that this is my first run of this key. I don't even know where to put our key in. Okay, it's right here. This is going to be disgusting. I'm excited to see how much haste we can pump during our Chi-Ji. I kind of want to Thunder Focus Team my Renewing Mist just for the extra haste. All right, these guys are screaming at me to put the key in when I'm trying to say my pull timer doesn't work. Okay, God, these guys are kind of rude. But hey, I feel it. I'm all here for it. So far, though, this place is absolutely gorgeous. Like, it gives like Tazavesh hovering in time mixed with like Amir Drasil vibes, which I love. Okay, so we're going left first. All that I've heard about this dungeon is that as long as the tank pulls correctly, we should be fine. I'm going to probably kick this cast. And then we're going to start off with a Conduit just for the haste. Oh my goodness, that hurts so much. We're gonna probably pop a defensive. Notice that that almost killed me through the mitigation that I get from Conduit. Let's go ahead and use our first crackle. That's one of many this whole dungeon. We already have 7 stacks of Shayloons. I just need to send it like on the tank, I guess. It is a spot heal with this build. You know, I'm trying out Emperor's Favor just for the quicker Shayloons to help smooth things out. I already can't keep up. There's already so much going on. Oh my goodness. So far, these mobs, although they do kind of hit hard when that big AoE goes off, other than that, it's not that scary of a pack. But you see, I'm having to spinning crank kick personally because the haste that I have is too insane to keep up with on the single target rotation. Like, my small brain can't even comprehend. Let's go ahead and Shayloons just for the haste buff. And I do have this weak aura kind of showing when we have Heart of the Jade Serpent. Let's go ahead and use our Thunder Focus Tea since we get it from Heart of the Jade Serpent. We have 2 charges of our Crackle, and we already are halfway through with our cooldown on Thunder Focus Tea. Dude, this is kind of nuts. This is kind of nuts. And we almost have a Conduit coming off, and we have Shayloons ready to go. We just need to keep all of these resources recharging and on cooldown. So let's go ahead and look for a Conduit opportunity. But first, let's go ahead and use our Thunder Focus Tea. And then we can just Conduit here for safety. We really didn't need to, but we still, I haven't even had to use Chi-Ji yet. Like, I haven't even had to use Chi-Ji yet. To be fair, this is just a +6, but I figured PTR keys are usually, like, very scaled up. So although it's just a +6, and y'all know I can do, like, you know, better than a +6 on retail or on live servers. I just know I've been on PTR for quite some time, and I know that like keys usually tend to be scaled up very heavily. So this boss has some ads, so maybe this is like a good time to crackle. Can I stun? I can stun. Okay. Frenzied Might. Interesting name. We do have Shayloons. We're gonna slam it on the tank. God, that single target spot heal is so satisfying. I wish Emperor's Favor, like, didn't compete with the 5-man Legacy of Wisdom, because 5-man is just so good. Okay, this, I'm going to see what the Demon Hunter does. It moves it out, okay? Go on Thunder Focus Tea again. Damage is happening to me, so I'm guessing when we drop that, we gained a dot, maybe? Here are more ads. Is this just like a rinse and repeat? This boss is almost dead. Still haven't had to use Chi-Ji. Let's go ahead and use Chi-Ji just for the haste and just put it on cooldown. Also, those do tend to put a dot on people, and the boss is casting Devour. That doesn't seem too good to me. I don't want to stick around and find out what Devour does. Maybe he eats all the plants that have lived. Let's go ahead and try to Life Cocoon this guy wherever he is. I will say, like, you know, I do play Invoker's Light in Chi-Ji raid builds, but I don't really play it in Mythic Plus builds. But man, I just wish that we had one more available talent node, or talent point at the bottom of our tree. That way I didn't have to sacrifice something like Rising Mist. Rising Mist is just so good. Okay, first boss down. Honestly, that seemed pretty chill, but I could see how in hierarchies, maybe those ads are going to be a little harder. Also, that's beautiful animation, how the plants spawn after you kill the boss. That is beautiful, chef's kiss. Whoa, Demon Hunter. Okay, I see you. I see you, Demon Hunter. But so if you don't know, what's going on with our tier set is every time that we gain this buff, we're gaining 8 seconds of the buff, but we're also gaining 12 seconds of its haste effect that we're getting from the tier set. So, oh god, please don't pull. Nice. So I'm basically able to, almost at all times, have a 12% haste buff, which is just insane. Like, 12% haste is so much. Now, in Mythic Plus, you can only do so much with 12% haste, right? Like, it's going to be insane, but you know, you're kind of capped on how much healing you can do. Oh my god, that Shaylun's just chunked the tank's health bar. Let's go ahead and Conduit. This is getting kind of scary. Our Demon Hunter logged off after that boss. I think he was like, okay, I did my work. Oh no, he's back, he's back. Go ahead and pop an offensive. Let's crackle. Let's move out of all this nonsense. Go and revival. These guys hurt, man. Oh, arcing zap. But yeah, in raid though, what I was trying to say, let me get back to that, is that in raid is when you're really gonna see the effects of all this haste. Like, I can showcase this all day long, but you just aren't seeing its true potential until we get access to the raid. The raid with all this haste is gonna be absolutely nutty. Especially because, you know, rushing wind kick lasts for 4 seconds, the buff that you get. So with all that haste, you're going to really be cutting down the cooldown of your rushing wind kick, and you can probably, I'm guessing, you could probably have 100% uptime on that, on the buff, on the rushing winds buff. Let's go ahead and touch and death that guy. Let's move on. These packs are pretty scary. They're really annoying for melee, let me tell you that. All those puddles. Now, coming into Season 2, they did do a lot of nerfs on the puddles that things were spawning, because they were just out of control with all the puddles. But I don't really know what's coming up. We got Tabat and Awaj. So, probably like a tag team boss. Okay, I'm going to have to maybe Shaylun's the tank. God, that single target Shaylun's is so nice. I'm being very willy-nilly with my life cocoons. Like, I'm using them at the first opportunity. Because Conduit and Heart of the Jade Serpent, this buff that our tier set plays around, gives us a cooldown off of that as well, not just Thunder Focus Tea. Which, speaking of Thunder Focus Tea, let's rip it. Let's, okay, that Arcane Bolt doesn't really hurt that much. I kind of want to see one of those go off, just to see how much they do. But so far, the single target damage in this dungeon isn't too heavy. It's just really the AoE damage and the ground effect damage. But man, this is beautiful. It literally is like this is giving the vibes of, if any of you guys played during Sanctum of the first ones, the whatever the first boss was, like, this looks like the boss room mixed with a Mirdrasil, mixed with Tazavesh, like all of these things combined, and it is just beautiful. Okay, let's start cycling all of our buttons, because I feel like things are about to get hard. Just judging off of like how everything looks here, it looks like things are about to go wrong. So this pull, I am going to Chi-Ji, because I remember pulling that Overcharged Sentinel. He was kind of scary. So let's go ahead and pop Chi-Ji. Let's use our Thunder Focus Tea that we get. We have so much haste. I'm going to rip a Shayloons here in just a second once this Heart of the Jade Serpent has been gone for 4 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to Shayloon someone just to get that haste buff again. And then once that 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to Thunder Focus Tea for a haste buff. So yeah, you see just how much you can maintain this haste during a big Chi-Ji. It is really awesome. It is so good. And I can only imagine how crazy that would be in a Yu'lon raid ramp. But in Mythic Plus, I mean, it's putting in work. Because I haven't even been able to use all of my Crackling Jade Lightning charges, or all my Jade Empowerment charges. Let's try to use those this pool so I don't forget. Let's Chi Burst for some damage. And let's Crackle. Jade Empower, or Conduit, and then Crackle again. Easy peasy. I mean, we're putting up big numbers, especially if I was able to be on top of these Jade Lightnings or Jade Empowerment stacks. Like, our damage would be really high with this build, like really high. And this isn't even like the higher damaging hero talent tree, or at least in season 2. Who knows? Like, the numbers might change with all of these effects, all the bonus lightnings that you're going to be able to get in a dungeon. I don't know, man. This is going to be really fun to see. Okay, let's see how this works. Binding Javelin, you keep them, I guess, kind of stacked on the boss. Let's go ahead and target one with a lightning. Unfortunately, I targeted the one that everyone else targeted. Let's Touch of Death one. Okay. Then what are these effects? Oh, Lord. Okay, so he swaps spots. Let's go ahead and Shayloons the tank. Ooh, that Shayloons hits so hard. Let's use our Thunder Focus Tea. These look like orbs that are about to shoot out from the boss, so I'm going to kind of get... Okay. Okay, I am targeted. What do I do? Okay. Oh, man. I definitely need to get a lot more reps into this dungeon this week. So this is just the first of many, many keys that I'm going to be doing this week of this dungeon. Gotta learn all of these mechanics like the back of my hand so I can make a good healer guide for them. So for those that did not watch my channel back in... what season was it? Whatever season had Algathar Academy, I think that was season 1 or 2 of Dragonflight. I made healer guides to each dungeon, and I do intend on doing that again, because it's one thing to watch a guide, and I think everyone should watch a guide on each dungeon. Let's just keep these here, because these are the ads. But it's one thing to watch a guide, and I think everyone should watch a guide on each dungeon, but I think that there should be healer-specific guides, like what's important to the healers, you know? So that's my goal with these guides that I'm going to be making. So definitely need to get, like, I need to master these dungeons. And put in the hours, guys. We still have a fully charged Shayloons. Man, I'm not going to lie, man. It always impresses me playing this Shayloons talent again, Emperor's Favor. Because it is kind of crazy. We just got to focus boss here, right? Unless he takes reduced damage. Even then... Yeah, that boss is kind of fun. I need to read up on the dungeon journal though. But I mean, like, healing is not an issue. I feel like, you know, season 2 of Dragonflight, or of The War Within, Mistweavers, we just have something up all the time because we have Jade Empowerment, right? But take that to like the nth degree now because, oh, shoot, did I pull? No, the tank pulled. Okay. Take that to the nth degree because now we have just cooldown shaving off of our Thunder Focus Tea. So it is like look, I already have 2 stacks of Jade Empowerment, and I feel like I just used all of my Jade Empowerment. But I am taking quite a pounding. We're going to Shayloon someone and go from there. Honestly, I really like instant Shayloons. It seems like with all the Jade Empowerments, we have enough AoE cooldowns with this build. Like, I wonder if single target Shayloons gains more of a spot in our build now. But once again, like I said earlier, it just has such a big opportunity cost. Like, it's so low in our tree, and trading off for a 5-man cooldown is really hard to, like, justify going single target Shayloons. But look, I have so many stacks, and I have Shayloons already back. I have Conduit that I haven't used in like 3 years, so let's just use our resources to make these packs super safe. Because, you know, that's what makes a healer really strong in a meta, is when packs feel very easy. So we're just going to keep all of our cooldowns on cooldown. No one has taken any damage or dropped below 100. Because, like, whenever they take damage, we just have healing blasting into them with lightning. So we're going to Conduit so we gain all of our buffs again. Get all that haste. I just double press Rising Sun Kick, and it just casts it twice in a row. That's how much haste we have. Oh my goodness, this is fun. Let's go ahead and use our Thunder Focus Tea. That's already off cooldown. Let's stun. Then after the stun ends, we are going to start crackling and Shaylunsing. Let's go and crackle now. Oh my god. Just, I feel like no one is taking damage, but they are. Like, people are taking... I kind of want to stand in this. Okay, I missed it. People are taking damage. It's just that we're healing them back so quickly and so much that, like, no one's dropping to a low enough point. Let's Shayluns the tank because if it's literally a lay on hands. Why not? Then we already have Thunder Focus Tea up again. I mean, oh my god, dude. I will say, like, I've been mostly excited for this build, this Celestial Conduit build in Raid, but I hadn't really thought about it in Mythic Plus. But honestly, like, it kind of is the truth. Piggybacking off of the strength of Jade Empowerment. Like, I didn't even think about how many Jade Empowerments... Oh, I don't want to butt pull. How many more Jade Empowerments you'll get in a dungeon. But it is... it is ridiculous. Let's go on Thunder Focus Tea again. I'm going to go and pop Chi-Ji on this pool. It looks like a big pool. I'm getting Arcing zapped. I'm just going to pop defensive. And then we're going to try to stick to these guys that have easier access to melee range. Let's go ahead and zap. I know we're mid Chi-Ji, but got to use these charges. They're very damage efficient ways to kind of like use a cooldown. I'm gonna target this guy. We need to refresh our Jade. Fire Stomp. Our Chi-Ji has ended. I mean, just like no one is at risk. I really, look, this is just a +6. Like I said, this is my first attempt of this dungeon entirely. So I did kind of take what I thought would be like, honestly, I thought this would be risky. Usually what people do on their first runs in PTR is like, they'll do like a +2, you know? Because a lot of times these things are not scaled at all. But I did do a +6, which I do understand isn't that scary. It's not that crazy. But, you know, I just had no idea how to gauge it. So I definitely will be testing higher. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and Shayluns and Conduit. I will be testing higher key levels of this dungeon all week long, and maybe, you know, work my way up to some pretty high key levels, so stay tuned for all of that. I also will be doing all of the healers as well, so I'm going to try out, hopefully I can get a video out on all 10 of the hero talent trees, or is that right, 10? No, there's 14, right? 14 hero talent trees across the 7 healers. I'm afraid to touch that. I don't want to like be teleported to a different combat or something. But do we need to do that? Anyways. So yeah, my week is going to be very busy on the PTR, so definitely stay tuned. But also, don't think like, oh, I'm just going to do like +6s all week. No. We are going to work hard, make some good videos, really showcasing what these things can do. Especially this hero talent tree. This hero talent tree's limits have not been tested in this video, and I am so excited to push them. So definitely comment down below what you guys think is going to be the limit for this hero talent tree, because I think, I don't know how hard this dungeon will scale on PTR. It might get like very scary. I feel like though, with the way the 6 has felt, I might be able to do like up to +14, which is really, I would say is very solid for a PTR, especially if I don't know the mechanics. Definitely gonna have to do some mechanics studying first and some trial and error. And that might be very wishful thinking. Oh god, at least we have infinite crackling Jade Lightnings lined up. Let's go ahead and Conduit too, just because we can. We still have Chi-Ji ready. I mean, like, we have so many cooldowns in the bank. And here's our Thunder Focus Tea already ready. This is insane, dude. Our haste is so high, like I can't, it's not even worth it for me to press Blackout Kick. I should have just waited a global and pressed Rising Sun Kick. We got Thunder Focus Tea up again, man. I mean, it's insane. Oh, I do also want to point out that with this build, I took a kind of a meme talent. Let's go and Shaylin someone. That's like my first Vivify cast this whole dungeon. But I did take Refreshing Jade Wind. I mean, technically, it gained value. I mean, I don't know, I'm not sure how much value, but it did gain value with the changes, or with this hero talent tree because of how much more we are pressing. I'm just watching what other people are doing. But because of how much more we're pressing Thunder Focus Tea in a key, we're getting more uh, instances of refreshing Jade Wind. So like, look, it's very passive healing and it might not add up to a lot. This looks like the Rookery mechanic, so. Okay, it's a big pop. I was debating if I should pop Chi-Ji there, but maybe in a higher key we'll definitely pop like Conduit or a defensive for that. So that's the scary mechanic it looks like. We're gonna Conduit here because why not? Gives us like infinite haste. Once we get Thunder Focus Tea again, I am gonna use it on a Renewing Mist to get even more haste. And let's summon Chi-Ji. What's our haste at? It's just a casual 132. It's okay. Am I supposed to be collecting these things? Maybe. There's these guys with... Oh, I am. Okay. Noted. Let's get our boys. Let's rescue the squad. Oh, they're gone. Let's Shaylin someone. I am very nervous about that. The size of that. Like, it's hard to know what melee range is acceptable there. Let's use our Crackling Jade Lightning. Let's use another one just cause. Let's not get hit by these. Oh, let's collect this because apparently we're supposed to. Okay, yeah, definitely am excited to learn more about this dungeon, but let me go ahead and rate this dungeon. I think so far I can't really rate the mechanics just yet because that was kind of like we were just overpowering this with our hero talent tree in our tier set. Ooh. Don't hate a haste trinket. You know, we don't have enough haste built into our kit as is. But all in all, dude, this dungeon, so far aesthetically, 10 out of 10. I mean, this is the most beautiful dungeon I think I've seen since I've started playing WoW. The sky color matters, the way that the greens blend with the purples. It's just so vibrant, and I love the way this dungeon looks. I do want to showcase our damage. Y'all saw I wasn't using as much of the Crackling Jade Lighting as I could have, and just how much more damage we're getting off. Like, just think about how much of this damage was from the additional Crackling Jade Lightnings we're able to get off because of our hero talent tree. I mean, it's insane. It is insane. Also, the haste contributes to our damage. Like, it's this hero talent tree is really, really sick. This tier set is incredible. And like I said, I think we aren't even seeing its true potential in these keys. And I definitely don't think keys are where we're going to see its max potential. I think in raid is when we're really going to see the true potential of all this haste that we're getting and all of the cooldown reduction on our rushing wind kicks in raid. But this is our healing breakdown. Most of that is from Crackling Jade Lighting, although a lot from our blackout kicks and rising sun kicks. Conduit, there were a couple times where I was sitting on Conduit's cooldown because I just didn't need it. Chi-Ji, I only had to press it like twice in the key. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be pushing a higher key soon. But like I said, I do want to test all the healers, so I'll try to get another Mistweaver video out soon in a higher key level so I can really get all the testing going. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully this was like a good little teaser of what's to come for all the showcasing that I'm going to be doing. Make sure that you guys are subscribed so you don't miss any of the PTR content, all the Season 3 guides for all the healers and all the healing dungeons. So definitely make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that. Like this video if you like this, and if you want to see more, let me know which healer and which hero talent tree you want to see next for the PTR testing down below in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.